Before we get started on this video, I just want to say a massive thank you to my friend John, not only for showing me that this version of Tetris actually exists, but for helping me with the research and actually coming round and being a part of this video. Another quick thing, I forget to mention in this video that the alternative name for this version of Tetris is the Minuet version. So if I refer to it as that throughout the video, I mean the version of Tetris that I'm talking about that you haven't heard of in this video. Enjoy.
You played this. You did.
Mate, the latency on this. When you think of the music for Tetris, what is the song that comes into your head? What if I told you that there was a piece of music released on only 25,000 copies of Tetris that you haven't heard of? Would you believe me? Let's find out. Now, 25,000 copies doesn't sound like a lot, but Tetris went on to sell over 35 million copies apparently as of 2009, which is a hell of a lot of games sold. So 25,000 is actually a very, very small percentage. So we all know that song as Type A. Now that was actually released on the 1.1 version of Tetris. The 1.0 version has a very different soundtrack. And in this video, I'm going to play you that soundtrack, and hopefully both of these will actually feature that soundtrack. Hopefully these are the original 1.0 versions of Tetris. So how can you tell if the game is actually a 1.0 version? Because obviously you can't listen to the game when you look for the listing on eBay. Well, there are two main telltale signs. Let's take a look at them. One thing I should mention is these are exclusive to the Japanese copies of Tetris. So I used Sendico, this video is not sponsored, to find them because Sendico is a proxy service for Yahoo Auctions, which is a Japanese auction site, which allows us in the UK, in the US, etc. to actually bid on these auction sites and buy these Japanese copies of Tetris. They're very few and far between on eBay, and often people know what they're selling and these sell at a premium when the seller knows that it's a 1.0 version. So the two telltale signs, one of them is that the tallest spire of St. Basil's Cathedral goes in between the two L's. Hopefully you can see on the picture that I'm displaying on the screen. The 1.1 version is on the far right hand side of the word all. So that is the first and main telltale sign. The other one is a little bit harder to find. So on every single Game Boy game that is real, and I think some very, very good knockoffs, there is a little number that is stamped into the bottom corner of the game. On the 1.0 version, there is no letters at the end of the number. But for example, a 1.1 version would be 23A, and that has the soundtrack that we're all familiar with, and the 1.0 version would just be 23. So that is the best telltale sign that 100% you're going to be getting a 1.0 version, but you can only really see it in very specific lightings, which means that photos on eBay listings and stuff are pretty much indistinguishable between the two versions besides the spire. So if you can spot that and the picture is good enough quality, then good job, that's a 1.0 version. As for a boxed version, there has been some examples on forums that on the back of the box where the word bulletproof is for the bulletproof software, that there isn't a hyphen between bullet and proof. Now this is actually another little hidden feature between the two different games when you actually get into the game, which I'll show you in a minute. But on the box, apparently, there is a version that has no hyphen between the two. On the front of the box version, it's exactly the same, so there's absolutely no defining features on the front there. But let's open this one up and we can take a look at the game cartridge. As far as I know as well, the manuals are completely the same. Again, some of that information might not be 100% correct, but hopefully you can see in the corner there the 23 as well as the spire going through the two L's. So there we go. That is hopefully two copies of the Minuet version. So I teamed up with John, he came round. We had an absolute nightmare trying to get all of this stuff to work because the games were super, super dirty and it failed on multiple occasions. But please enjoy two idiots trying to get a Game Boy game to start. So I am with John, he is behind the camera, and we are going to try out these two copies of Tetris. So one of them is loose and it is pretty mank. There's a big purple coloured in part for some reason. But obviously, both of them have the exact same telltale signs that we were looking out for. Hopefully, both of these are going to be the Minuet version. And if they are, then John can take the Mank one home. So, okay, so we're going to just plug it in. Which one should we try? Should we try the cart or the boxed one? The loose one or the boxed one?
Try the manky one first.
Okay, manky one is
Special
going
one
in.
for last.
Turning it on.
Come on.
Is it going to be... Wait, well, we're going to know...
Oh, you need to clean it.
No, we haven't got time for that. Right, here we go. So we're going to know immediately because it's either going to say bullet... Should we not look and get past that screen?
What's the? I don't know the telltale sign on the logo.
Wait, has
On
it...
the splash screen.
Oh, no.
It's not booted.
Has it worked?
No, it's not.
So basically what we're going to do is we're going to hide the screen from our eyes because when you turn the game on, if it is the Minuet version, it will say bullet proof and there won't be a hyphen to separate those or to connect those in between. So if it has that hyphen, it's not the Minuet version. If it hasn't got the hyphen, it is. But we don't want to reveal it just as a basic way like that. So I'm going to cover it up and we're going to skip through it and hopefully get to the music and then we'll know that way.
Let me get it running on here.
Oh, maybe it's absolutely well and truly.
It might be baked.
It might be. It might have had it. This is very anticlimactic. Was it still mank?
Yeah.
Is it not working still?
No.
I reckon it's dead, mate. We're going to try the box one.
Yes.
Oh! Right, here we go.
Yes.
Right, cover it up. Don't look. How do we get past that? It's the one! It's the one! That was so anticlimactic.
I thought you had to start a game.
We found it.
That's a beautiful sound.
We found it.
One
So,
of 25k.
oh my god, there is only 25,000 of those in the world. Okay, right, so what we're going to do, we're going to try the other one. Well, the other one is absolutely the same. It's got the same number.
Do it.
Everything's the same.
Do it.
Okay, we're going to try the other one.
Yes.
There we go. Okay, so look, we should actually see. Look, there's no hyphen between the bullet and proof. Did you see it? Wait, no, look. So you have to go into it. Oh my. So they're both of them on the label is number 23 and they both have the spire in between the L's. So that is literally it. Oh, what an... This has literally been a 3-week anticipation, probably. Who knows? 2-player. So what's happening? Have you got 2-player as well?
Yep.
Is it working?
Yep.
So we go... Oh my goodness, I've never gotten this far.
So I'm Luigi.
Okay. Oh, what's happening?
We're playing.
What do you mean we're playing? You're not on here.
No, I'm on here.
So how...
So when you clear lines, you send them to the other person's screen. Unless it's a single line and then they just go nowhere.
What? I don't get it. This is absolutely confusing. Oh, I've screwed it up.
Incoming.
Oh, I've screwed it up massively. John! Ah! Oh my god! Ah! John, I am...
You played this... You did?
Mate, the latency on this is unbelievable. Whoa, this is so cool. Right, let's...
Do you want me to play with the controller?
No, it's okay, we're going to try one more. I press it and then there's a delay of about 20 seconds.
Sure, yeah.
We are running through AV, HDMI, capture card, converters. It's a bit of a mess.
Sounds plausible, right?
Love how before you were just like, incoming! There was just this massive, like...
Haven't you cleared the line?
No! Mate, look! I have the latency.
You're rubbish at this.
Mate, the latency is so bad. And also, because I'm playing at this angle, I think I've got it in place, and then it ends and it's in the wrong place.
You've not sent me a single line in all 3 games.
John, let me just get one freaking block off. I literally had like an entire thing. I was just waiting for one of those 4-line.
Play the final game on that, and we can have. I'll test this latency theory.
I can't believe that this is what life could have been like without the Tetris music that we know.
Oh, I've just made a stupid mistake. Loads of latency on this pad. Oh! No, I messed up.
I won!
I pressed down and then 2.
What an absolute fun little bit of history. I mean, there's not really a lot of information about it on the web and everything, so we're basically just finding the labels that do actually coincide with the Minuet version, and we seem to have found it. It's the number and not having a letter at the end, and also the spire in between the 2 L's. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you to John for accompanying me with this absolute embarrassment, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Goodbye. Just end it with that.